Pretty sure. Bop, 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 bomb. The fuck, Meg? What was that about? Oh, I don't have the chili. Now you get the entity blocker. Well done. Bomb, 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 bomb. Nice. Very nice. You got up quite quickly. So, this match, for example, right? You see how quick I'm downing? I've probably got 2 downs quicker. Like, big took like 5 minutes, right? Yeah, this guy insta downs. I'm not talking about that part. This match I could still lose, right? Because all of a sudden they find some really good loops and blah blah blah, etc. etc. And I love people saying, "Oh yeah, you could do this, could do that, blah, blah, blah." Like, yeah, people kind of expect me to never make any mistakes, and not just me though, just in general. And the only way you lose is by, you know, never making any mistakes. Going kind of, you know, back to what I was saying. Just look at my YouTube. Exclamation point YouTube. Look at the comments. That's kind of the pedestal I'm put on. It's actually kind of insane. Even though, like, if I went against a killer who were doing what I were doing, like these quick downs, there's no chance my team would win. There's no chance. Dude, that killer took 5 minutes or something chasing me. And still got everyone. She will have seen that, right? No? Okay. Okay. There's 2 gens done. I really hope this game they do get all the gens done. And I hope there's some people who like pick apart this game and like, well, we could have done this a bit quicker. You could have done this a bit quicker. Like, technically, you'll always find things you could do a bit quicker on. But is it kind of realistic to expect that? You know? That's what you need to ask yourself, I think. Oh, let's push this way. Then push this way, but then go. And he's going to go for that without looking behind, and hopefully we can grab him. That's what they call reading a survivor's movements like a book. I knew the exact routine we were going to do before he did it. He didn't have to do that. He could have looked where I were and adapted, but a lot of survivors have planned routes and they don't adapt the planned routes to whereabouts you are if you don't give them enough information. So because I blocked that window and I didn't give him enough information to stop his planned route, he just followed his planned route, even though I was basically predicting his movement. She's going to go to the window. Thing, planned route. Gonna bamboozle this. She's probably gonna run to the pallet. Planned route. Put the pallet down. Plan. She's gonna go into that window, then probably back out, do you think? Oh, bloody chili thing. We get it here, though. She might go into locker. Alright, let's see if she can do it. What am I on? What am I on? Like, how's she gonna know when to jump out? Someone tell me. She was injured. It looks like she has an insta-heal. But anyway, I'm not going to talk about that more. It's just one of them things I just have to deal with. I just have to accept that no matter how efficient I play, there's always going to be someone saying you can play more efficient, and that's the reason why you lost. And technically, they're not wrong. If you did play more efficient, that means that you would have had, quicker downs. Even though I'm down in like 5 seconds, maybe I could have downed in 4. Maybe I could have downed in 3, you know? There's always a way that you could have downed a bit quicker. Yeah, X-May Spot YouTube. Check out my comments on the videos. You'll completely understand why I'm talking about this shit. Like that Oni game, for example. Oni game, I chased someone for about a minute. And it took me about a minute to... No, it took me like 30 seconds to find him. And then I moved away from him because he was going to really strong positionings. So I moved away from him. And then, you know, 30 seconds later, they did 4 gens. 4 gens in 2 minute... 2 minute 42 seconds. And everyone's... Well, not everyone, but there's some people like... Yeah, but you did this wrong, you did this wrong. That there and there. It's not like, no, they were really efficient survivors. It's like, no, you did all these things wrong. Like... Dude, if I'm doing them wrong with the amount of hours, then, I don't know, it's going to be quite difficult for pretty much most people, right? Yuji always show how nice having chat mods is. Yeah, Yuji mods are fucking silly. But anyway, sometimes I like having a bit of a soapbox about the shit I have to deal with. But I do need to know when to just whoop and not talk about it. So that's what I'm going to do. Meanwhile, a few 5-second chases later. Trust me, I'll be with, you know, the minority or whatever you want to say, who are pretty much the most efficient with killer. So if I'm not getting them, most likely no one will be getting them. Maybe there could be little differences here and there, but it's not going to be enough to change a massive outcome. It's just not. That's your issue. You try to debate your heart out to someone who won't ever listen to a single thing you type or say. Love Master is a pain. What would I say, Ryugu? What are you saying? What you say? I just saw someone jump in a locker, jump out of a locker, by the way. So we got a bit of a use out of Iron Maiden. Dominated. These guys did 2 gens quicker than my last team. But I guess I didn't cause enough pressure like the pig did. Right, okay. Silliness, man. I made a confirm good, yeah. Nah, I wouldn't recommend this build. I wouldn't recommend these add-ons. I mean, you can mess with them if you want. But I definitely wouldn't recommend Iron Maiden. Go into a locker. Let me show everyone. Alright, look. Oh, she didn't. Go into the locker. Go into the locker. Let me show everyone. Oh, never mind. These add-ons, maybe. The add-ons are okay, but Iron Maiden is complete pointless. 100%. Even if a Bubba main is saying that it is, there's use, whatever, I will disagree and say it is pointless, Iron Maiden. I 100% think Iron Maiden is pointless on Bubba. Everything else, fine. Bamboozle, yep. Undying Ruin, yep. I do not see the reason for Iron Maiden. Look at this, right? When I do this, I can tap my charges quickly, and you don't know how many charges I'm on, which changes how long this lasts. And as I said, if you get people who even understand that, there's some people who don't understand tiles. You're talking about these survivors who understand when Bubba goes to a locker that he can change how many charges he uses by the time he punches into the locker to change the duration of his tantrum, and for them to predict each duration precisely and guess which one it's going to be when they jump into a locker. You're saying that survivors are going to do that. Like, if survivors are doing that, they're the top 0.001%, and there's more things to worry about than people going to lockers. Trust me. I'm very, very confident in that opinion.